back to the game. Where'd it go? There it is.
It was a classic closed room murder.
Continue.
A train car. A dead hedgehog.
Stop. I gotta sync.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
I was just goofing around anyway.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
Who's the hedgehog we adore? It's Sonic. It's Sonic. Yay!
I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit.
That would be really funny if it echoed because it picked up on the mic.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Why should have been licking the doors?
I taste chaos.
I am chaos.
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed.
And when Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
The sweat beads.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my gosh. Can I do the voice anymore? I don't know.
Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Tails is on the bottoms. Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay. There's a globe.
A globe of our marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? That was from the Werehog one, Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, that's the only Sonic game I've ever played a little bit of.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Did we check it?
Of course we do. Something's always hidden at the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Ah, I really thought there'd be something there.
OC, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
OC, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
I mean, he liked it, so yeah.
Is Tails gonna put something in the trash can for us to find next time?
That'd be amazing.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly.
That's what I would do.
He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a trade library.
That's odd. some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Interesting. One book.
What's this bright red book?
Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Please tell me it's eggs.
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
Drink your coffee.
I'm working on it, man.
You may not be wrong.
That was such a human cough.
That was weird. I don't know if that picked up on the mics, but maybe Pancake or Gumbar, one of them just coughed in like the most way and didn't sound like a dog at all.
Oh, there's the
Chaos Cola.
cute.
Okay, what color? Say it now, I'm yawning. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Oh, that's Vector. Oh, here's the library thing.
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up his car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Is there just one arm per car?
I don't know.
Let's just take a pause and sit for a second.
These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
Oh, see, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember?
If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd have one ring, but I'll take anything I can get.
Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh, see, look at this. There's a couple maps here.
This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
Follow your dreams, Osie.
Okay.
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books.
He's so cute.
I know, I love tales. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels sympathy for everything.
Yeah.
A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow. I really needed to see this.
Huh?
This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put to this poster. Right?
I didn't know they... Uh-oh. There was a fight. Doggies got mad at each other. Okay, well... That seems to be everything.
What about that crooked photo next to the...
Nothing.
Oh, that's just for looks, okay.
Yep, that's just because the train knocked about, I guess. Oh, wait.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on the way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
No, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
All right, shall we start?
I mean, I know Tails said we got enough clues. Well, I guess we already have their...
I'm gonna start.
Okay.
So, the two of you don't believe us, huh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. OC and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to go mingle. I remember the arcade machine, the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
Wanted to mingle with
This
the
seems to
machine.
line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Bruce entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live.
Was he not reading?
What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. OC, could you help me out?
Alright, OC, what book do we think Espio may have been reading?
I have a feeling it was probably this one.
Yeah, right?
The only book in there.
Yep.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
I need you to hold my mic.
This is A, coming to you live from Mike B.
That's not what I meant to do. What
Oh,
is that?
Laser?
What is that?
Oh, it's like a flying disc.
Oh no. Okay, I dodged it. We're doing good.
Bella's doing exceptionally well at this ring challenge.
How did I not get enough?
There were plenty of opportunities you missed.
You were both grasping. I knew it.
Okay, I got this. I didn't die. That's what counts.
She didn't die, everyone. Again, this is A, coming to you from Mike B.
Ow!
Okay, well that's not gonna help.
No, it's not.
That's
Oh
not
my
gonna help
gosh.
either.
Stop it!
You fell in a pit. I knew it.
Why does it have to be an actual game? In this game that I'm playing.
Yeah, right?
I do that every time.
No.
I'm not trying to.
It highlights, like, you can hang out in the lasers for so long.
I know, but
lasers.
I forget. And then I get scared.
Okay, well, just don't get hit. You're good.
Okay. Alright, give me that back.
There you go. Dude, that was I think that was a harder level than the last one, and you beat it more readily, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
There you go.
Sorry, guys, about all the mic snaps. We're not on a table.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. OC, if you don't mind.
Oh,
Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on?
362 sounds too close to the end. 14 sounds too close to the beginning.
So 97.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I remember the conductor saying the train could clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
True. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like Espio aced that question. OC, hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page do I choose?
That one.
Yeah. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, OC. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last?
What you think?
Let's go 16. Let's go early.
What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Now, did I pass your little test?
Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about the...
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
Couldn't read that sentence, could you?
Nope.
Which is hilarious.
Don't support that guy. What a loser.
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate without being the truth. Despite being the truth, excuse
There you
me.
go.
Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could...
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you
What about
reading?
Shadow?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Oh,
correct.
yes.
I'm catching a cold, the dust in the books. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true.
Oh, and Rouge.
And we have evidence to back it up.
Or Shadow.
Yeah, I said both of them.
Oh.
OC?
He always puts me on the spot. Okay, OC, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what?
I guess this, right?
Probably, yeah.
Shadow's lock? Please, pray.
Okay, it is.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I just dropped my mic on myself so that I could play this without you having to hold it. Oh, shoot. I'm not paying good
This
enough
is
attention.
A, coming to you from Mike A. That
Okay.
makes this
I'm doing
rather
somewhat
unspecial
good.
audio. But my time speaking to you is always special. Thank you for tuning into this episode.
What are you
of Sonic's
doing?
Murder Mystery. I don't know. You hit the spikes, babe.
I know. I'm trying to avoid the things and still get the things, and it's not working.
You were so close.
I know.
And then you took like 5 hits.
I was trying to get the things without getting the things. I just said that.
If you go side to side really fast, you might be able to pick up.
You got me going side to side. I can't go that fast.
You're Sonic.
I can't go that fast. What?
This is a sort of tough little thing to try to explain, but like, you know how
Okay, got it.
Remy has like the ghost of the chef in his brain in Ratatouille?
Yeah.
And then when they find out Linguini is his son, he's like, "How did you not know this?"
Oh, I am a figment of your imagination. I only know what you know.
I just imagine like OC talking to that version of Sonic on the little Dreamcast. And it's like,
Well, how do we know what this lock has to do with anything? Whoa, I don't know what this lock has to do with anything. I'm a figment of your imagination. How can I know anything you don't know? Whoa.
You're so bad at the Sonic voice.
I know, I really am. I feel like I get the cadence okay, and occasionally I can deliberately misdeliver a line just right, but yeah, I do not have the Sonic voice.
Rip.
I should go for Ben Schwartz. I should study Ben Schwartz.
Do you think you could do that one?
Maybe, if I practice really hard.
Maybe.
Shadow Walk.
Speaking of bad voices.
Yo, she hit the shadow walk.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score for long.
I'm gonna have to seriously edit this audio.
Crocs are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left, Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see,
I could sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear OC, one that I would love for Espio to solve.
you gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. Not to mention I'm a ninja, I could have just snuck into the saloon car. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Right, Vector. Yeah, I think I'm remembering doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Ooh.
I mean, Tails is pretty smart, and he's making an excellent point here.
Yeah.
Like, because it wasn't only... Like, Vector's not the one who saw Shadow go back. Espio was in this case, and he said as much earlier, right?
Right.
I think. So...
I mean, it seems like there is a window of time. Wait, but did Shadow lock the door behind him when he entered the library car on his way to the saloon car?
I don't know. I don't think so.
But
they're talking about the return trip he made. Because that's what Espio said happened, was he made a return trip. Through the library car. I think it was Espio that said. Maybe it wasn't, but Vector wouldn't have known because he wasn't in there.
Right.
So it would have had to have been Espio that saw it.
So it's Shadow's entrance that he missed.
No. It was his exit.
Oh, okay.
I say we join Tails.
Okay.
Unless you think otherwise.
Nah, I don't think so. I can't imagine what Espio could have been doing to support the cause.
No, I can't interrupt Tails when he's on to something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and...
Olsey, my favorite and most beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
I don't think he said that.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows us Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
The overhead map, I guess?
Never had map of the library shelves and tables.
Oh, so he's sitting on the plush chair, right? At the front of the room?
Is that what he said?
I guess he didn't say that. Tails was... but these are all lesser chairs, right? So he could have been sitting... Especially if he was sitting back there.
I don't think this is a chair. I'm pretty sure this is the fireplace thing.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
the
hearth.
The chair.
Okay. But it looks like there is some kind of seat way over here between these two shelves. And then there's something...
Yeah.
So if Espio was seated there, I guess it is feasible that he and Shadow might not have seen each other.
Okay, do you want to say that one then?
Yeah. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order.
Oh. Why? Why me? I don't like it. I'm scared. I'm doing better this round though.
Yeah, just say it. No, I felt so close. Owie.
This isn't what I wanted.
I'm really glad that they incorporated some pixel art. Sonic sprites have always looked awesome.
I guess so. Oh wow, that was close.
Watch out, watch out. Whoa, this is getting intense.
I made it. Okay, it's only taken me 2 times in a row now.
Yeah, that was like was that a perfect run?
I don't know.
The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow might not have seen one another.
Said couldn't.
Yeah, but that sounds weird. I think.
Looks like
Grammatically.
you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him?
You guys couldn't see it before, but I was pointing.
There.
Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa.
That's what I just said. It makes a lot of sense why
I
you
said
never
it too.
mentioned Shadow's return. Oh, he didn't mention it.
Okay.
There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth.
Because you see, I didn't quite see him.
You didn't see him.
I wonder how many times
He
they're gonna
slipped
say
through there like a shadow. Haha. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
We did it. Another pair of alibis. Validated. Why is alibis possessive? Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
I'm doing horrible at Tails'
It
voice
seems the
right
door
now.
to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Oh, that's why it's unlocked in the picture.
Yeah.
Duh.
And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
So we're way past time, but you know, that's okay. This is kind of a long series. But we're gonna go ahead and end it and hit pause. I think that's probably plenty for now.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both.
No. Shh. We're done.
Okay.
All
Well, I think it's time to hit pause.
Let's hit
Like the
pause.
mini game.
Let-
That's the mini game. That's the sound clip that
Let's-
plays when you do the Dreamcast.
Let's hit pause.
Think.